Guys, from the very start I will apologise for the chickens. They're being extremely noisy today. Anyway, here's a way of using fen traps, the safe and correct way of using fen traps. Now, if you don't know about fen traps, basically what happens is the animal walks across the plate, touches the plate, and obviously, as you can see, triggers the trap. The correct way of setting, this is at the side of my chicken shed, the correct way of setting a trap like that, obviously that's an old one, is in a tunnel. Let's just use 2 concrete blocks. Now you will see I've pegged the chain. It goes underneath the concrete blocks from the trap and then into the ground as well with a steel post. That way, when you do catch a rat or a squirrel, the fox doesn't come along, grab the rodent and pinch your trap and never to be seen again. That'll be covered over with a board. Bear with me doing it this one-handed. In such a way that nothing can gain access from the top, and I'll remove that again, sorry, to restrict access by other animals. You want to drive a stake in, at least 1 if not 2, into the front, so you don't catch any non-target species like hedgehogs, which are a gardener's friend. Now I'll pass this over a second because I need 2 hands to do this, but I'll show you how to set the trap. I'll do that for me. Right, I'll remove that first. The correct way to set this trap is both hands pull down, flick this hook over. Now that's safe, it won't go off. The hook holds the trap in place. Now, leaving the hook in place, press down on the brass lever and lift the plate. Now you can set this, so you don't use a lot of effort, you can set this so it's the smallest amount, and then always remove the safety. That's the trap live. If you're going for rats or rodent control, the rodent wants to pass across the trap that way, so you want your tunnel built either side. It can be built with bricks, a wooden tunnel, anything makeshift, as long as I'll show you again, this trap gains height. It has to have at least that much height for it to be able to close. As you can see, it gains a lot of height. That is a safe and correct way to deal with one of these traps correctly, safely, securely. Like I say, that can't get off. You will find on any fen traps this plate, I shouldn't be waving my hands around it. This plate always has to be bent away slightly for it to allow it to not jam, because these plates move side to side slightly and they can jam. They come set at a right angle. You have to bend these out slightly. This is a a Mark IV Fen Trap seems to be a copy. The original Fen Traps, I'll take you over now. Obviously this one's about 7 years old. I don't know if you can read the writing on that. Do it that way. It actually does say made in Britain. Whereas these new Fen Traps that are on the market, yeah, I think they are copies, but they are substantial enough. People knock the springs, but they're substantial enough to catch rats and squirrels, as long as they're set correctly, the same as the original Mark IV Fen Traps. I hope that's of some use to you today. These noisy ones, they're under cover at the moment. These are the culprits of all the noise, I'm afraid, on the video. Just got a bit of greenery draped over the cage for them to peck at. But yeah, like I say, this will keep the rodents at bay. If you've got one set constantly, anything passing will get picked up by a Fen Trap. Rodents can't resist going down tunnels. They will always go down tunnels. Rats or squirrels, mink. For mink and rabbits, you need a Mark. Legally, you need a Mark 6. I'll say that again. Legally, for mink and rabbits, you need a Mark 6 Fen Trap. They're a bigger trap, stronger spring, obviously for a bigger, stronger animal, but it can be set in exactly the same way. Legally, these traps need to be checked every day, but then again, if you're letting your chickens out in the morning and putting them away at night, it takes nothing just to peer down and see if you've got a rat in there. It also helps to empty them as soon as possible with gloves on, as soon as you can, so you don't educate other rodents from the area that are passing through or whatever to the problem that they may face by going through the trap themselves. Anyway guys, I hope that's some help, and I will any questions just ask. Cheers.